So I'll just read it for the sake of recording. Api kurvan na kurvanascha phala bhogyapi shariryapya shariresha parichinnopi sarvagaha. So jnani is not doing even while doing because he is not a karta. There is no one to claim the phala. Karma and karma phala are related in such a manner that the karma phala will go to the karta whether or not the karta wants it. But the karta himself is missing in the case of the jnani. And being not being present as a karta, just being present but not as a karta, he cannot be a bhokta. Therefore both are said. Kurvannapi akurvanaha and phalabhogi api abhokta. Even if he is, we see that the jnani is eating food, he is rejoicing, he may even say this is good, but still he is not a bhokta. Why? Because karta missing, bhokta cannot be present. Sankhya philosophers say that the Atma is a bhokta, bhogi, not a karta though. That can't happen, it's not possible. And Atma cannot be a karta or a bhokta at all. So that logically also incorrect, and it is Shruti Virodha api, because Atma cannot have any characteristic. It is Nirguna. So Shariri api ashariraha eshaha jnani or Vidwan, or whatever has come from the earlier shloka from 543rd also you can take prajnaha. So this prajnaha, jnani, is shariri because he has a sharira. Shariram asya asti iti shariri. He has a sharira. He is not the sharira. He does not even think that he has a sharira because he does not identify with it. Thereby ashariri. Esha, even while being in the sharira, he is not limited to the sharira. He is not considering himself as a sharira or considering that the sharira is limiting me or any of that. And thereby, even if he is limited, parichinna api, even if he is confined to a particular body, mind, sense complex, he is still what? Sarvagaha. Sarvatra gacchati iti sarvagaha. He is not tuned outward. Not being tuned outward means that the body mind sense complex is no longer associated with, he is withdrawn. If he is withdrawn, there is no other place to be withdrawn but Atma Ramaha. Only Atma is there. So he is the Atma. If he is the Atma, which is all pervasive, where will be he? Where will he be? He will be everywhere. So he is that consciousness which pervades across. Ashariram sada santam imam brahmavidam kvachit priya priyena sprishatas tathaiva cha shubha shubhe. So ashariraha, he is ashariraha. Therefore, in second case, in object case or in karma, it will become ashariram. Imam ashariram, sada ashariram santam imam. Sada ashariram santam imam priya priye nasprushataha. Priya and apriya do not even touch him. What is dear and what is not dear, raga and dvesha basically do not touch him at all. Because raga and dvesha have their locus in the antakarana. He is not associated with the antakarana. Thereby, he is ashariri. Ashariraha or ashariri. Same meaning there. And that ashariram jnaninam, one who is in santam, is one who is asharira. Who is that? This imam brahmavit. This imam brahmavidam in second case. Imam brahmavit kvachit. Never does Priya and Apriya touch him, he is not affected. And Tatha eva Shubha Ashubha, Papa and Punya also, Punya and Papa, Shubha and Ashubha, do not touch him at all. He is beyond all this. We have seen all this, this is summing up. स्थूलादि संबंधवतोभिमानिनः सुखं च दुःखं च शुभाशुभे च विध्वस्तबन्धस्य सदात्मनो मुनेः कुतः शुभं वाप्यशुभं फलं वा. So putting it all together, he says स्थूलादि संबंधवतः अभिमानिनः, one who is an abhimani. One who is an abhimani, who is that? Everyone who thinks that he is an individual with a body, mind, sense complex, who thinks himself or herself as, son of such person, daughter, mother, father, whatever. Whatever is our understanding within Nama and Rupa, this Stuladi Sambandhavat, he is Stuladi Sambandhavat, Stuladi Sambandhavan in Pullinga, or Stuladi Sambandhavati in Strilinga. Samanya Napunsakalinga can also be used, saying Stuladi Sambandhavat, but generally Pullinga is used. So Stuladi Sambandhavataha Asya Abhimanya, or Tasya, Kasyapi, Kasyachit Abhimaninaha, who has this association, identifications, Tadatmi Sambandha with Sharira, Stula Sukshma, Karana Sharira. What happens? Sukham cha dukkham, Shubha Shubhe cha bhavati. Bhavanti, or multiple, so you can say bhavanti. For him alone it is possible, or you can say shakyate. Shakyante also, plural if you want. Sukham, dukkha, sukha, dukkha, and Shubha Ashubha, meaning Punya and Papa, are possible only for one who has identification as Karta. Their identification, the body, mind, sense complex, thereby becoming a Karta. However, one whose bandha is destroyed, Vidvasta bandhasya jnaninaha, for a jnani who has no bondage at all, because bondage has been shattered, for whom Atma is ever manifest as Sukha Swarupa Atma, not as a limited being, as Purna Atma, thereby he is Sadatmanaha Munehe. He is a Muni, Mananat Muni. He has Mananashila. Always inquiring into the reality of whatever experiences come about. They are not real. And then he does not need to do it, because it is his very nature to be in Atma and not in Anatma. Thereby, Shubham Vapi, Ashubham Phalam Vapi, Kutaha, Aksheparte Kutaha, Kim Shabda therewith, Tasil. Kutaha, how was it possible? Where is the possibility also of Shubha and Ashubha? And we can bring in Sukha and Dukkha also from the second quarter. Second pada, Sukham cha Dukkham cha Shubham Vapi Ashubham Phalam Va. Kutaha, how can there be result also? So Phalam can include Sukham and Dukkham, or Phalam can be extended for every other result, and this Phalam can also be taken in the second pada for the Stuladi Sambandhavan, and say that for him only Phala is possible, for the Jnani Phala is not possible. Aksheparte Kutaha. Tamasagrastavad agrastopis ravir janaihi grastaityuchyate bhrantya yajñatva vastu lakshanam. Tamasa grastavad bhanad. Agrasta api ravihi janaihi grastah iti uchyate. Sun cannot be grasped by darkness, but cannot be grasped by one which provides light to everything, which shows the cloud also, which covers the eyes but not the sun, that cloud itself is revealed by the sun. The avidya is also revealed by the same consciousness, which is not opposed to avidya. Just like the sun is not opposed to darkness, but can we say that the sun is covered by darkness? Cannot be. But janaihi grastha iti uchyate. People, mudha, balaha otherwise, they think that the sun is grasped by darkness. Because grastavat bhanad, there is a pratiti of the sun not being there. A dark cloud, a set of dark clouds come in, our eyes are covered and we cannot see the sun. Does not mean that the sun is really covered by darkness. Cannot be, it's just not possible. Similarly, ajñātva vastu lakshanam also. So similarly here, he indeed janaihi bhrantya grasta ityuchyate vastu lakshanam. Vastu lakshanam ajñātva. Vastu lakshanam ajñātva bhrantya grasta ityuchyate. What is that? This in the simile it is Ravihi, Suryaha. In the exemplified, what is it? It is the Atma. Atma or Vastu itself. Vasati iti Vastu. That Vastu. Vastu lakshanam ajñātva Vastu grastha iti uchyate. Said to be. It is thought about, but it is never covered. It reveals the ajnana, but is never ever covered by ajnana at all. The reason the Atma is unknown, remains unknown for others, is because there is a noise which is associated with, the Anatma is associated with. But Atma, we have seen earlier many times that Atma is ever revealed. But I am something, when that something else is added, I am someone, that someone else is added, which has no existence. Because earlier we saw that it is as a shunya. It is shunya. Without Atma Tattva, everything is shunya. There is nothing. So not knowing the very nature of oneself, clearly one misunderstands that partial understanding of I am existent and conscious, I am Ananda Swarupa, gets mixed up with the dying asat sharira, which keeps on undergoing changes as a child, as a young man or a woman, and then old age, deceased, and then finally dying. The sharira is dying, therefore it is asat. Why asat? Trikala baditam sat, that which is never non-existent in any period of time, that alone can be sat. Thereby sharira is not sat. The mind also comes and goes, the memory is lost. Therefore none of these are the Atma. Really, as Atma, Atma is not limited to any of this. Then why does one consider it? Because misunderstanding with asat. Therefore Sat Swarupa is lost. Chit Swarupa is lost because one is associated with the mind, which becomes dull, further dull, and then falls asleep. One thinks that I am not existent at all. Also thinks that after death I'll not be. It's a misunderstanding. Asocyan anvasocastvam, says Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna. Moola-bhuta shloka of Gita. You are crying, grieving for something which should, someone who should not be grieved for. The Atma need not be grieved for because it will ever be. And if you are grieving for the Sharira, Bhishma the Sharira, then the Sharira need not be grieved for because it will never last. So if something does not ever last, which is its, by nature it is like that, then why do you care for anatma? It will die anyway. Your body is also going to die. But then if you are grieving for atma, that it will not exist, it will ever exist, then why do you grieve? So in both cases you need not grieve. This grief is uncalled for. Therefore you are pandita vat, but not pandita. You are talking like a pandita, but you are not a pandita, because first chapter entire thing he is deluded and he talks a mixed language. Similarly is our case. We say one thing, do another thing. Our janma is for moksha. We do everything but pursuit of moksha. We do not even know at times as what is, bringing this sukha that we are trying to get to. But then that sukha is also misunderstood, misplaced in the Vishaya. Therefore, Satchidananda Swarupa is lost due to mixing up with anything and anyone else. Not anyone, there is no one other than oneself, but the Sharira, Anatma. So, Vastu Lakshanam, he indeed Ajñātva, not knowing Vastu Lakshana, that Vastu itself is thought of as, erroneously thought of as, Grasta by Tamas, and Tamas here is Ajnana in the exemplified. Or it is elaborated in the next shloka. Tadvad dehadi bandhebhyo vimuktam brahma vittamam pashyanti dehi vanmudha sharirabhasa darshanat. So karmabhasa is there. There is a sharirabhasa also. Jnani is not the sharira. Jnani is the tattva. Atma tattva. So tadvad dehadi bandhebhya vimuktam. One who has vimukta, tam vimuktam, in the object case, pashyanti, who mudaha, the deluded, see or cognize, think of the vimukta jnani, vidwan, as what? Prajnaha, as dehivat, as though endowed with a body, as embodied. He is also embodied. We think the Atma to be embodied, and when we say that, okay, the Guru is not embodied, that, and why should he not be embodied? I see him as embodied. I look at the Sharira. But it is not talking about that Guru that you see. That Guru is the Tattva which you yourself are. You are not different from that Guru Tattva which is Satchidananda Tattva. By ego we think that, okay, why should I, think that this, whoever the jnani is, by misunderstanding or ego we think that, okay, I have the ego, I have the body, he also has ego and he has the body. And this is who Brahmavittamam, Tama Pratyaya is there, Brahmavit Uttama Ityartha. So he is the best who can remain absorbed in the Atma even while interacting with the Prapancha. What is otherwise called as Sahaja Samadhi. He is in Samadhi even when being associated with the Prapancha in the perspective of others. He is interacting with the world. But he utilizes the mind as per the Prarabdha, he utilizes it, but is never confused as to being limited by the shades also. He is not affected by the shades, he is not limited by the mind, he is not limited by the Antakarana or grade or colored by the qualities of the Antakarana or the Sharira, other Stula Sharira also. So, Dehadi Bandhebhya Vimukta, because the reason is that he is already free from the bondage of the Shariras, etc. Emotions also. Social, whatever one thinks of socially, how the behavior should be. We have seen earlier, Pishachavat, Mudavat, all that. Why is it so that they see? Because I already mentioned Sharira Abhasa Darshan. Sharira Abhasa Darshanat is, there is an Abhasa of Sharira, Pratiti is there. We continue to see the Jnani Sharira. That is the reason for the Mudatvam of the Mudas. अहिर्वयनीवायं मुक्तदेहस्तु तिष्ठति इतस्ततश्चाल्यमानो यत्किंचित् प्राणवायुना. Ahi nirvayana, very difficult to chant also. Ahi nir lakar and vakar is difficult to chant together. Ahi nirvayaniyavayam muktadeha tu tishtati. So ahi is sarpa. You may have seen, or at least in pictures, I don't know, village side, if you go earlier or even now, you see, the snake sheds its skin. It sheds its skin, and you can see the shape of the snake because it is the snake's skin. So you see the entire snake except for the inner content. The real snake within takes up another skin, as in there's a formation of the skin. The outer skin is dropped. So that is shown here. That skin of this serpent is ahi nirvalayini. I used to say ahi because elsewhere you see the sarpa is spelled as ahihi. So ahi becomes ahir in sandhi, but it is ahi. It is a samasa. Ahi nirvayani vayam. Anyway, I also have difficulty to read that. So anyway, what is the anvaya there? Ayam, iva. So iva, you take away the ayam and iva, you will get ahi nirvayani. So ayam mukta dehaha. Further, mukta deha. Ayam mukta dehaha tishtati. That is the main sentence. This mukta dehaha. So Bhauri, who is free from the one who has the body which is free. So something like that in translation, literal translation. But it's a jnani who has no deha. He is free from the deha. So one is free from the deha is mukta deha. That jnani is like that sarpa which is mukta from its skin, that sharira. Because sharira for the jnani is like the layer which is there, which can be shed. It can be thrown away. And that is what everyone is really doing at death. Throwing away the sharira like a clothing. Vasamsi jirnani, says the Gita also, very famous shloka there. So similar to this snake which sheds its skin, everyone now and then, even while being within the deha, he is mukta deha, this jnani. And he remains so, as though it is that covering like a clothing. Itas tatas chalyamana. He remains going here and there. So the jnani goes here and there. He uses that sharira, but he is ashariri, mukta deha. That is the idea there. Like this snake in the example. Yat kinchit prana vayuna. And what is the comparison there? The snake which has shed the skin, that has gone. But the comparison is not with that snake which is really moving about. It is with the skin of the snake which is lying around. So he is not like the snake which has gone. He is like that skin which is just there. That's it. And this body, this mukta deha. Actually, I'm sorry, it is not mukta deha is a karmadhara. It is not bahuri. It has to be a karma deha, because the comparison, I made a mistake, sorry. So the mukta deha is a karmadharya, not a bahuri. Not mukta, because otherwise it will be deha mukta. It has to be a tatpurusha there. So it is a Tatpurusha, all right, but it is a Karmadharya, meaning Mukta is the Deha. Deha is freed. Because in the example also it fits in. The skin which has freed itself from the snake, or the snake has left it. Whatever it is, the Jnani has left the Deha. He is not associated in the exemplified. So what is the comparison again? Once again I'll stress it because of the mistake there. So I'll correct that mistake I made. Mukta Deha is that the body moves around. The Jnani does not move around. The snake, in the exemplified, the snake moves around. In the example, sorry, the snake moves around, but the snake is really moving around. It has gone. The comparison is not with the snake. The comparison of the Jnani's body is with the skin of the snake which has been shed. So that body of the Jnani which has been shed, like the skin of the snake which has been shed, moves around. So the Jnani's body moves around. Everyone sees that. Therefore, Sharira Abhasa Darshanat Dehivat Pashyanti, it was said earlier. Mudaha Pashyanti, they see because Sharira Abhasa is there. Sharira is not dead there, it is moving around. But in the example here, where is the snake skin moving around? It is lying still. No, it does move around when there is Pranavayu. When there is wind. When there is wind, you see, because it is very lightweight now. It is lightweight, it was lightweight, but it was held together in place by the snake. Now this Sharira of this, the skin of the snake is no longer, the slough of the snake is no longer held together by the snake. It is moving around due to wind. Pranavayuna. Itastatas chalyam, itaha tataha, here and there, chalyamanaha, going around here and there, because it is flipped here and there. Similarly is the body of the Jnani, Mukta Deha. Muktascha asau dehascha Mukta Deha. Or it can be Tatpurusha as Muktasya Deha, that is even better, not Karmadharya. But I would not use Karmadharya there. I will prefer to use Karmadharya because of the technicality of the rule. If it is Tatpurusha, then it should not be Tant. The Mukta, Tanta should not go in the Purva Pada. There is a rule. So, Nishta Purvam Bahuriho. So, Mukta Deha, that put me a little, I took it as a Bahuri because that's the first guess. But I think not Muktasya Deha, it can be Mukta Deha, the freed body. But the meaning is really that body which is of the Vidwan. So that body also goes around, and what is the Pranavayu there? The same Pranavayu, Mukhya Prana. Prana which goes around in the body Sancharati and thereby keeps it alive, ticking. Why so? Because that Prana is driving the body, because there is prarabdha for the body to tick. It is not over. So prana vayuna can also be extended and say prana vayuna kimartham. Prarabdha vashat. You can say due to prarabdha vasha. Under the influence of prarabdha, the prana vayu is keeping the body alive and it is making it go here and there. Itaha tata chalyamana, but mukta deha tishtati. It keeps on going around here and there based on prarabdha driven by pranavayu. Pranavayu is what makes the movements also. So that way also literally it can be taken. Further, Srotasa niyate daru yatha nimnonnatasthalam daivena niyate dehaha yatha kalopabhuktishu yatha daru Srotasa niyate. Daru is wood. Daru means wood. A log of wood. Just like a log of wood, Srotasa niyate. If wood floats in water, so if you throw a huge log of wood, they make a very raw boat by just putting, stringing together, roping together logs of wood, and it floats, so it becomes kind of a boat. So just like a log of wood floats on water in the sea, srotasa niyate, and it is carried. it is carried itaha tataha. It is carried here and there. It is thrown here and there by the waves of the water. The sea waters, the waves toss it. Nimnonnata sthalam. Where is it led to, and where is it tossed to? Whether it is, the whichever areas it is upwards and downwards, the waves keep on going, and the log of wood is also tossed, or a boat is also even tossed like that. Similarly, dehaha daivena niyate. So if it is not clear prarabdha vashat in the earlier verse, then it is very clear. Daiva is prarabdha. Daivena dehaha niyate. Jnaninaha dehaha. Muktasya dehaha va. The jnani's deha or a prajna's deha is moved around by prarabdha. What about others? Others' body is also moved around by prarabdha, but then they hold on to their free will, and the free will makes a person more and more a karta. One thinks, I am a self-made man, I am a self-made woman, I am an independent person. Oh yes, you are independent, all right. That independency is what makes you an individual, makes you a karta, forces you to be a bhokta, and thereby one remains as a samsari. The right way to freedom is not to hold on to the individuality, but to give it up. So one cannot be a self-made man or a woman. Attitude-wise, it has to change. Change into what? Change into... So are we saying that, okay, you have to give up free will? No. Free will should be tuned to only one purpose, as to doing the right thing initially, dharma. That is your free will. Free will is to be used for another thing. What? To go away from asat. Free will is to choose shreyas. The only right way to use free will, by not become a baddha, not becoming bound by the karma, is to use the free will to give up the free will. And how do you do that? The free will is to be used to do dharma, and the free will is, the will is free. It is not using the will however you want, based on the raga dvesha. That is not free will. That is free will which binds. It is not the real free will which the Shastra says that should be used. That free will which should be used is free your will. You should be free from that willingness to do something that raga tells you. You should not be willing to do. You should be willing to undo. You should be able to step back. You should be able to... How do you cultivate shamadama? Not by doing anything that you want because you are free to do whatever you want. That is not freedom. The freedom is only when you are free from the raga dveshas driving you. That is the free will. Thereby, even when circumstances are there, even if when you are wealthy enough to, meet all your desires, still taking to dharma and saying no, that is the free will. Once it is used, then one can drop the free will in time and give into prarabdha. Therefore, Bhagavad Padacharya says that prarabdhaya samarpitam swavapuhu, the body which was ever driven by prarabdha, which was countered by free will, by using free will, is let gone to prarabdha. Free will is not used any longer to meet one's own desires. It is given up in the end, and giving up that free will, this is what I say, that free will versus prarabdha. Initially that free will is there, which has to be used for giving up the free will in the end. That is the real journey, and then you give unto prarabdha. In the end, you cannot give into prarabdha initially without the jnana. Otherwise it is foolishness. Thereby, free will has a place, but it has a place only up to that extent. Therefore, here it is said, Daivena dehaha niyate, the body is carried by prarabdha even for an ajnani, but the ajnani forces that prarabdha, forces against that prarabdha using lot of free will, which should be done. If the papa karma is affecting, then punya has to be tapped, earned, grace has to be tapped, punya has to be earned by free will. Otherwise, that free will is of no use. If it is used to meet up ragadvesha, it is not, has no use for parama purushartha siddhi, which is only one purushartha, which is moksha. What else? Yatha kala upabhuktishu. Upabhukti, yatha kala. That experience which is due to the sharira, through the sharira, for anyone, including the jnani, the daiva carries the sharira and thereby carries the deha and then gives what is due. That is said here, yatha kala. In keeping with time, whatever is due at whatever time, that will come to whosoever, specifically here to the jnani, because he is not deluded into thinking that I made it happen. प्रारब्ध कर्म परिकल्पित वासना विहि संसारिवच्चरति भुक्तिषु मुक्त देहः सिद्ध स्वयं वसति साक्षिवद्दत्र तूष्णीं चक्रस्य मूलम् इव कल्प विकल्प शून्यः. 552nd shloka says, प्रारब्ध कर्म परिकल्पित वासना विहि. These vasanas have become strong. They have become strong for everyone. And these vasanas, prarabdha karma parikalpita. But these vasanas are strong and they generate ragadvesha and move the others. Others are under the influence of these vasanas. However, jnani is not. Therefore, prarabdha karma parikalpita, prarabdha karma parikalpita vasanas. These vasanas are what? Just parikalpana. Because prarabdha karma is there. And thereby what happens? Samsari vat, not samsari, but samsari vat, as though a samsari, like a samsari, charati, mukta dehaha. The body goes around. Bhuktishu. It is the body going around, not the Jivan Mukta really. Bhuktishu. Whatever is due, because the Pancha Mahabhutas have come together as a body. Pancha Mahabhutas have gunas. Therefore, the karya of Pancha Mahabhutas, which are the shariras, Sukshma or Stula shariras, they also have gunas. So, gunaha guneshu vartante, says Gitacharya. The gunas, which are the gunas? They are also called as devatas. In Chandogya Upanishad, the Saddevata, which is Chit and Ananta or Ananda also, that has as though created everything. So, the Pancha Mahabhutas have come from the Saddevata. So, Saddevata has pervaded and is appearing as these Pancha Mahabhuta Devatas. And those Devatas now, these 5 Devatas, they have gunas, the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. Why have they manifested themselves as all these gunas? For upabhoga of the jiva. Therefore, this Saddevata itself associates with the guna karya, this Mahabhuta Devata karya, to cognize the Mahabhutas. Meaning these gunas which are there in the Devatas, these Pancha Mahabhutas, they need to be cognized. That is the reason for creation. And for them to be cognized, there has to be a karya which can cognize. There has to be sharira which can cognize. Therefore, the gunaha guneshu vartante means this guna karya cognizes interacts with gunas. That is what it is. They interact with each other. How? One way is that the devatas created the sharira to be cognized, to be objectified. So the objectification is this other way, second way, from the sharira to the gunas to the gunas, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, and the devatas creating the sharira is the first way. So they have an interaction. Jnani or the Atma really does not have anything to do with it. Thereby, prarabdha karma parikalpita vasana bhi samsarivat charati bhuktishu mukta dehaha. Unto all the experiences. So, mukta dehaha bhuktishu samsarivat charati. Why so? Prarabdha karma parikalpita vasana bhi. Under the influence of vasanas, which have become prarabdha only, limited to prarabdha, not these vasanas which have become ragadvesha, and driven by ragadvesha, one uses one's free will and then does something, becomes a karta for the bhoga. So, bhuktishu samsari charati, not due to prarabdha karma parikalpita vasanas, due to vasanas and vasana karya, a real samsari. This samsari vat, one who is not really samsari, but like a samsari, it goes on doing other things. Itaha titaha, itaha tataha, he is going around by vasanas which are only the prarabdha karma due. Therefore, these vasanas which are the result of this prarabdha karma, thereby prarabdha karma parikalpita are the vasanas. Karma dharya there. Tabhi charati. Atra swayam siddha how chakrasya moolam iva kalpa vikalpa shunyaha sakshivat tushnim vasati. Just like the spokes of the wheel. The spokes of the wheel go around while being connected to the hub. So in the hub, the center, what goes around is the wheel. Not everything can go around. There is something which is stationary there. So like the hub which is there in the center and the wheel goes around that. There is something stationary in between which, so he is like that. Chakrasya moolam iva, where the center of the wheel, which does not go around. So you can consider, in something where if you've seen the old, not the mills, but then the grind, how do you grind it? So the chakra goes around, but there in the center is stationary, which is the base chakra. That remains stationary. On that there is a chakra with a opening circle in between. There is and then you put the grains there and then it goes around, but the center is stationary there. So something like that. Kalpa vikalpa shunya, it does not have a change, and similarly doesn't the jnani. Jnani doesn't have any change. Sakshivat, he remains sakshivat tushnim, silently he remains as a sakshi, does not go around like the chakra. Naivendriyani visheshu niyunkta esha नैवोपयुक्त उपदर्शन लक्षणस्थः नैव क्रियाफलमपि शब्दपेक्षते सः स्वानन्दसान्द्र रसपानसमुत्सुमत्तचित्तः I'll read it again. नैवेन्द्रियाणि विशेषु नियुक्त एष नैवोपयुक्त उपदर्शन लक्षणस्थः नैव क्रियाफलम् अपि अपेक्षते सह स्वानंद सांद्र रसपान सुमत्त चित्तः. So used to say some, some, that some upasarga is so common that the suma appears as some. That is the bhranti for me. Saha, eshaha, saha, this is mentioned here. Who is that? Eshaha. This is that Swananda Sandra Rasapana Sumatta Chittaha. He is Sumatta Chittaha. Sumatta Chittaha by Swananda Rasa. Rasapana. His chitta is completely immersed in the rejoice of Swananda Rasa. So Swananda Sandra Rasa, Swananda Sandra Rasa, completely immersed in that, and that person, as though a person, Eshaha, Upadarshana Lakshanastaha, son, Upadarshana Lakshanastaha, Vishayeshu Indriyani Naiva Niyumte. He is a witness. It has been said, Sakshivat Tushnim Vasati. Therefore, what? He is never indulging. Vishayeshu Indriyani Naiva Niyumte. He never engages the Indriyas in the Vishayas. Then what does he do? Does he withdraw? No, he does not even withdraw. They are going about. Gunaha Guneshu Vartante. So he does not care because he is not associated with the Indriyavan. What has Indriyas? That Sharira has Indriyas, and the Sharira, the Indriyas are engaging with the Vishayas. He is not a Jivatma who is limited anymore, who thinks with identification with the Indriyas or with the Sukshma Sharira and then with the Stula Sharira, with the Pancha Mahakoshas, Pancha Koshas. Without the Viveka, one goes around, but the Jnani does not. Therefore, he does not engage the Indriyas in the Vishayas, and he does not even disengage. Because he does not need to. One who is a sadhaka needs to disengage. One who is a Jnani, he has nothing to do with the Indriyas. Whether they go with the Vishayas or do not go with the Vishayas, it is not his concern at all. So, Vishayeshu Indriyani Naiva Niyumte, Naiva Apayumte. He does not use these Indriyas and does not use it also. So, whatever can be talked about in the Indriyas is at the Mithya level, it is Mithya itself. Thereby, he remains as Upadarshana Lakshanastaha, meaning Sakshivat, as though a Sakshi. As long as there is Sakshyam. If there is no Sakshya, he cannot be called as Sakshi also. Why does he not engage or disengage? Because there is nothing to gain. He is Kritakritya. Therefore, Ishat Kriya Phalam api, Ishat api Kriya Phalam na eva apekshate. He does not. Saha Eshaha Jnani Upadarshana Lakshanastaha. Because Swananda Sandra Rasapana Samutta Chittaha, Sumatta Chittaha, therefore he does not expect any result out of it. The result sought after we have seen is always Ananda. He does not look for that anymore. Lakshya Lakshagatin Tyaktva Yastishtishthet Kevalatmana Shiva Eva Swayam Sakshat Ayam Brahmaviduttamaha. So, Lakshya Lakshya Gatin Tyaktva, giving up what is the Lakshya or Alakshya, what is the goal, what is not the goal, that Viveka is irrelevant to him. He has gone beyond that long back as a sadhaka. And now he is a Jnani, therefore having given up that what has to be the goal, what is not the goal, none of that is there. Yaha tishtet, kevalatmana tishtet, yaha tishtet. One who remains as Atma, only as Atma, kevala, because Anatma is not mixed in anymore. Saha Shiva eva, ayam brahmaviduttamaha, ayam brahmaviduttamaha, Sakshat Shiva eva. He is Shiva himself. He is not different from Ishvara because he knows that Atma Tattva as Ishvara. Jivanneva sada muktah kritartho brahmavid tamaha upadinashat brahmaiva sadbrahmapyeta nirdvayam. Further what? Jivanneva sada muktah. Shatranta. Jivan mukti is what? Jivan mukta is Jivan eva mukta. Jivan eva asau mukta karma dharaya, but avadharana Jivan neva. While living itself he is free, not after drop of the body. So he need not be videha mukta. Even without the deha being, he is mukta. So Jivan neva sada mukta, that is split there, and if you make a compound, you get Jivan mukta. Kritartaha. Kritartha, the everything is attained. Kritakatyetyartha, who is this? Brahmavittamaha, the best of among the knowers of Brahman. And Brahma eva Sadbrahma api nirdvayam eti. He attains that Sadbrahma, which is nirdvayam, which is Advaita. Why? Upadinasha. So he has already attained that, and the attained Brahma is as though re-attained when the body drops off. So both Jivan Mukti and Upadinasha shows Videha Mukti also. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next part from 556. Sarva Vedant Siddhanta Gocharantam Gocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. That's it. Any questions? I'll see you in the next part. Namaste.